you actually came on and displayed the drone. I thought, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hello. Well, I think it's basically they're looking at their demographic. Yeah. And you are definitely their demographic, whereas I might be just over. Anyway, that's by the by. We say hello to Facebook, YouTube, and Facebook. Hello, Nick.
Oh,
Just wait a minute.
greetings. Greetings, Stephen. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Right, I'm going over to OneStream, and I'm going to send your page. All right. Okay. It says it's analyzing the stream. So we're live now, so I can send it to your page.
Oh, we do like a stream analysed.
Yeah. And then once you go green, I shall send it to my page. Okay.
All good.
And we should get a signal on our iPhone. Yeah, should get a signal on our iPhone or iPad saying go live.
The signal has arrived.
And you should. Hey. Okay. So 3, 2. I'm waiting for my signal.
All
okay,
right.
Go live. Right. Okay, we're in business, Nick. Let's take the card off. Okay, and see what's behind the doors. Right. Okay. You are watching a bit of a different setup this week. You are watching Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen and Nick. We're going to talk about webcams, audio gear, Fitbits or microphones. Or if you're watching on Nick's page, you are watching
live stream production weekly.
Sorry, Nick. Okay, right. I thought to start off this week, just to start something different. What I've got here is a few pictures. If I can put it full screen. Oh, wait a minute. I've lost it. Okay, if I can put it full screen.
Ooh.
Okay. This is where I live. Well, not exactly. This is Stonehenge. This is Stonehenge, which is about half an hour's drive from us. We managed to go 4 or 5 times a year. And I'm going to show you a little bit about devices in Wiltshire.
Oh,
so
nice.
Here we go. Now, we've got a local parks department who do us proud. And this is Hillworth Park in Devizes. It's got tennis courts. It's got 3 children's playgrounds. And it's just out of the town centre. And it's a great place to actually lose yourself and sit in solitude, because it's a park. Nobody goes to the park, apart from when they have special events on several times a year. And open air cinema, of course.
Cool.
Have I got on as far as I know? I haven't. Actually thinking about it. I've gone blank, Nick.
All right.
This is not good. Shall we go backwards? We'll try going backwards. No. Okay. That was working well until right. Okay. And once let's bring us up on screen. I'll hide that. Okay. And I think it's my studio that's playing up. So I am from Devizes in Wiltshire. I'm going to hide that card. We'll get there in a minute, Nick. I'm going to hide my second camera. Hide the Logitech Litra Lite, which you'll see shortly. And hello, Nick.
Hello.
Right.
So you're happily in Devizes, Stephen, and I'm happily in Hampshire, Farnborough, the birthplace of British aviation, famous for William Cody, his first powered flight. He was able to fly about 100 meters before crashing about 3 years after the Wright brothers over in the States. So a little bit of history for you.
Also home to Concorde, yes?
I think so. Yes. Gosh. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Right. So Wiltshire and Hampshire joined forces today. Thank you for watching us live on Amazon Live. Now, it's at this time that we try something, and hopefully this will work, because we're not, well, let's go for it. We do a movie quiz, Nick and I, and hopefully I can move the movie quiz to the top of the screen. It's been fixed since my last broadcast.
Looks
right.
good.
Okay, Nick, where shall we go? General, awards, characters, connections. I shall put it full screen, then you can actually read.
Let's go characters. No, that's all right. I'm not. I've got me reading glasses. I can do that.
Right, so we're going to go for characters.
Let's go characters. Yeah. Go on.
Okay. All right. And we now need to pick 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or noughties.
Oh, should we go? Should we do a noughties? We haven't done noughties. That's quite recent for us.
Right. Okay. Very good.
Could go horribly wrong, but.
Well, yeah. I mean, anything can happen. Right. Okay. Now, the way this works is that Nick and I have got a quiz up there with 10 questions. We'll take it in turns to read it out. And after each question, one of us will actually demonstrate a product. And that's how it works. So for the next hour and a half, we've got a quiz, we've got products, we've got everything you need to know about live broadcasting. You can stop us at any time, ask a question, or if you know the answer to a question, you can answer a question. So all good. So let's press play. And okay, question number 1. We can find this character or characters in which movie? Marv. Was Marv in Gone in 60 Seconds, Sin City, Legally Blonde, or Gangs of New York? Do you have an inkling there?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm suddenly regretting the noughties choice.
Right, we need your help. Nick, would you like to take over?
Yeah, for sure. What can we do? What's in my carousel? Oh, I'll tell you what I haven't shown you for a while in the carousel. And this is pretty much all about, when you've actually recorded your video, then you actually want to play it on something. And actually, I've got it down in the carousel right now. I've got this little one pad mini projector here, like so. And the little story behind this was that back in August last year was my parents' 60th wedding anniversary. And so we created this little video montage of photos of their wedding. Some were in black and white. Actually, most of them were in black and white, and just a couple were in color. And then we had photos of the families as they grew up. So my siblings and then my nieces and nephews, and even great niece, because I think the great nephew wasn't there at the time. So we had this lovely little video montage, and we were having it. The celebration was in this lovely old hotel. So we thought, oh, let's do that. The initial thing was, we'll just put it on the MacBook Air, and people can just look at it on that. And then we thought that's probably not very safe, to be honest. So we thought we need to get a little mini projector. Now, I'll be absolutely honest with you, I wasn't holding out much hope whatsoever, but I was absolutely blown away by this little one pad projector. It is absolutely fantastic. You can add, well, first of all, actually you can play wirelessly, or it'll attach to your phone, so you can actually play your videos or show your slides on your phone, or you have the usual little attachments there, so you can put a memory card in, a memory stick, plug it into your laptops. The sound quality, it's got a couple of speakers at the back. They were absolutely brilliant. And now what was really impressive was that it was middle of August, end of August in the UK. It's quite light, goes quite light into the evening, and so it wasn't the darkest room to have this that we're eating. It wasn't the darkest room to actually have this video playing. But this little projector, even though it wasn't on a white screen, it was on a funny little weird what's the word? A wallpaper. That's the thing. But it still was really crystal clear, and it had a great little focus. You had a great little zoomed in and out. You can use it with remote control as well. Absolutely, lots of different things you could do with this, lots of functionality, and it was really, really excellent. So I was super impressed. So I decided I'd actually keep it and use it. Now I can't demonstrate in here, but actually, what you can do, we are probably, anyone watching this, I'm guessing, is probably a member of Amazon Prime. So you've got access to all the Amazon Prime videos. So you can actually attach this little streaming videos or TV shows on Amazon Prime, then you can actually attach it to this projector, and then you can ping up onto your wall, and it'll deal with 1080 HD, no problem whatsoever. So it's a really great little device. I say it's small. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I was very, very pleasantly surprised. And this is the one pad mini portable projector. You got remote control or manual buttons, as you can see along the top, for when you've run out of batteries. Yeah, it is an excellent little thing. It's in the carousel right now for a mere $79.99. So for under $80, this is this projector, I think, punches above its weight for sure. So yeah, if you've got any plans, you go with that one. I think it's a great little projector.
Excellent. I'm going to investigate that. Right, you are watching, as it says, Nick Wood and Stephen Healey live from England. I want to say thank you very much for joining us today and spending part of your day with us. If you have any questions, then please do ask. I mean, we're here to help. And also, in addition to that, I would like to say a big thank you. It's at this point that our friend Marco would play music and crashing drums, and but thank you for actually following me. I do appreciate it, and that's all good. So back to the quiz, and we'll put the quiz full screen for the moment. The question before Nick went into his demonstration was, we can find this character or characters in which movie. The character is Marv, and your choices were Gone in 60 Seconds, Sin City, Legally Blonde, and Gangs of New York. If you know the answer, just type it in the comments.
Yeah, so get typing, everybody, because I'm pretty sure.
Well, we've got to say that we enjoy doing this quiz, and because we're English, we're here for the game. We're not here in it to win it. We're in it just to play.
Exactly.
But last week we got 10 out. We got 10 out of 10 last week. So, but we're struggling this week. So if you do know the answer,
that matters. I've got a tiny, teensy,
go now.
Sneaky thing. I'm just ruling out Legally Blonde because I just don't think it is, unless it's the dog. No, generally, Stephen, I don't know. I was going to guess Gone in 60 Seconds, but I could be any of them.
Yeah, it sounds like a car heist thing, doesn't it?
It does.
Was that Gone in 60 Seconds? Yeah.
Or a dog. Or a dog in Legally Blonde.
We can pick any one of four of these, but we're going to go with Gone in 60 Seconds. Nope, it was Sin City. Question 2, Nick. It's over to you.
Blimey, it wasn't even in my psyche, that Sin City one. However, there's a character that we might know, Maximus Decimus Meridius. Was he in? I was dying to say, was this Life of Brian? But no, it's not one of the options, unfortunately. Was he a character in Gladiator, V for Vendetta, the Fellowship of the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring? I had to work out what LOTR meant for a minute then. Or was it indeed the Da Vinci Code? So while we're pondering Maximus Decimus Meridius, my Release Wadwick impression. Stephen, over to you.
Okay. Right. Now, lighting is as important as your camera or your microphone. We know the importance of a camera. I've got Logitech Brio working today. We know the importance of sound. I've got the Elgato Wave 3, both of which are down the carousel today. But lighting is as important, because if you're badly lit, I'm just going to switch my light off, he said, hopefully. Yeah. And you can see that I've gone dark. Now, the camera, which is Logitech Brio, is doing light compensation, so you can still see me. But if I switch the light back on, you can see a total difference. Now, this is one Logitech Litra light, which is on the monitor above me. Now, it's simple and straightforward. Basically, when you receive it, you've got cellophane on the back there, you've got cellophane on the base there. Just take that off, recycle it. Now, you then plug the light in using the cable supplied. No need to look for USB-A cables, USB-C cables. Just plug in, plug the other end into your PC. Okay. Next stage is that you can bend the light to suit yourself. And this is key. This is personal lighting. It's lighting you. It's not lighting the room. It's lighting you so you can go live on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's its one job, is to light you. You can extend the light. There are 5 different settings that way. And you can lower it. Okay. You can twist it, put it back up. You can twist it left. You can twist it right. Okay. My Logitech Litra light, what I've done is I've lifted a little shelf here, and it's on top of my BenQ monitor, which is down the carousel, and it's bent forward like that. And it's just so simple and so easy. Now, if I can, well, in tomorrow's show, which is 11 a.m. Eastern, I'll actually, as we're doing you sort of a cook's tour today, a short preview of each of the items in our carousels. There is software which controls this. This is the first light that Logitech have made. They released it in January 2022, and all I can say is it works. I used to have 2 soft boxes. They've gone off to the recycling center and been replaced by one Logitech Litra light, and it's the Litra Glow, and it is so simple to operate. We've got controls on the back. If you want to switch it on, you press the button and it comes on. Now, you see, the thing is, it's not a harsh light, and you can vary the shade of light. You can alter the brilliance and you can alter the temperature. It's to do with skin tones. And if I go over here, I can give you a few pointers about this light, if I can find it, Nick. Okay. Its official title is the Logitech Litra Premium Glow LED Streaming Light. Now, this has been designed for gamers and broadcasters. This light can be run 24 hours a day. It's safe to run 24 hours a day. It's not a bright light. It's got TrueSoft actually running it, which is Logitech technology. It's got a just monitor mount. Now, you've seen I can go up and down and round. What you can do is you can take the light off and put it on a tripod. And when you put it on a tripod, it means you can have the light not just on your monitor, but anywhere on your desking. Yeah, it's very, very versatile. The next thing is, as I already mentioned, it's got brightness and color temperature settings, and you can control those by software, which I'll show you tomorrow. Yes, that's a desktop app. And it's got natural skin tones, and I'll switch this off. So I've just got one light on me. It does give a very natural skin tone. Basically, this is about looking comfortable and good on camera. I do feel comfortable. I know that the lighting is pretty darn good. So in terms of pricing, Logitech Litra light is $59.99. And I'm going to be honest, just between me and you, I think they price this very, very competitively, because looking at other lighting systems, they cost more than $59.99 and are not nearly as effective. Now, I'm not going to name names, but I'm just going to say that I am happy with my Logitech Litra Glow LED Premium Streaming Light. I want to say thank you to Marco Novo, who ran a show on Amazon Live, and he's interviewing Daniel Sigmund of Logitech. And basically, Daniel showed this light, and I thought, yes, that's the light I want. And this is the thing about Amazon, that you can go and watch people's shows, and if something resonates with you, if you like the look of something, click the link in the carousel, go off and find out more, which is what I did. And then if you like it, buy it. Okay, so back to everybody. And that's a Logitech Litra Glow light, which is lighting me at the moment. Okay, yeah. Where were we? We're on a question, weren't we?
We were on question. That is a brilliant light, though, Stephen. I've got to admit, I'm going to go check that one out as well. It looks absolutely fantastic. Back to the movie quiz. So this character which movie is Maximus Decimus Meridius in? Is it in Gladiator, V for Vendetta, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, or is he in the Da Vinci Code? but I'm pretty certain we know who this is and where is it. And I'm pretty certain he's a Roman general turned slave,
He's
turned hero.
Yeah, it's certainly not a Dan Brown novel.
No,
that's all. Okay, so we're going to go for, if I can find a screen, we're going to go for begins with G. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gladiator.
absolutely.
Okay. So onward, and we're going to go on to question 3. Okay, so we've got 10 questions. We're working our way through them. After each question, we're taking turns to show our product. So question 3, we can find this character or characters in which movie? Edna Turnblad or Turnblad? I don't know. Was she in? The name might be a giveaway. Hairspray, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or A Beautiful Mind? And now then, there's one to ponder on.
And there's my I have no idea face. Crazy.
Right, I'm going to I take a wild guess, I think. Nick, it's over to you.
All right. Well, if there's wild guesses in the offing, then I'll definitely leave it to Stephen. Because I'm going to tell you about these little earbuds. Now, these are in the carousel. These are my wireless wireless earbuds, and they are on a discount today in the carousel. They are $49.99. Now, normally in the carousel, I will have these and the Apple earbuds, but these are great, and I got these because I really didn't want to spend a fortune on my Apple ones. And this was my niece Holly was using these, and she recommended them to me, and I thought, okay, let's give them a go. So they are really great. Now they are double. I'm not sure you can see particularly well because they're white, but these are double award-winning earbuds. I think they won it for their style, which is very nice. But they are, as you can see, pretty much do what they say on the tin. They are little earbuds. Now, this is a little charging case, and one of the nice things about these earbuds is that it's a super fast charge. So you can use this and charge up wirelessly, or you can just plug in at the bottom into a USB port, and that'll charge up. Now, what's cool about this, though, is that if you've got zero charge in your earbuds, then just with a 10-minute charge, it's going to give you 2 hours of playtime. So if you're rushing around, as life gets in the way, I've done it so many times, you forget to charge things up when you're going to go out. So a little 10-minute charge will give you 2 hours of playtime. Fantastic. Now, what is also brilliant about this is that I think the earbuds, they run for about 37 hours anyway, but every time you put them back in the little charge point, they charge up. So I can go, I don't know, it seems like months and months without actually having to charge this little charging point. Little green light goes on when it's operating, because I think I charged it up, I think in March or end of February, maybe middle of March, and I still haven't had to charge it up since then, and I hadn't charged it before then since Christmas week. So it doesn't take a lot of charging. It does last a long time, and I use these every day. I listen to podcasts aplenty, and yeah, I do that a lot. So here are our little earbuds. Now, obviously, very simple. You just tap them to control them. They have, now this is, being a bloke, of course I didn't read the instructions when I first got them. I didn't realize they had multiple different sizes of this little cover here to go in your ear. So make sure you try them all out and get ones which fit your ear nicely, then they stay in. And then the nice thing is, when you've actually got them to fit nicely, you've got 90% outside noise reduction. So it is, when you put them in, it just does feel like you can only hear yourself thinking. They've got 4 microphones, 2 in each, and the actual quality is really, really excellent. Yeah, in the wind it struggles a touch, but I would say if it's not windy, then I could quite happily do a live stream. For example, grab my phone, do a live stream, wouldn't have to put a mic on, because it picks up really well. Another excellent thing that these earbuds do is you can have them in and you're busy listening to your iTunes or whatever it is, but it's got some intelligence in it. I don't know how it works, but it just does. You put them out and somehow everything just pauses. So if there's something going on, you take them out, you don't have to switch them off at all. everything will pause, put them back in, and your music or your podcast will start again, which is pretty neat. You don't actually have to have both in. You can have one in and not the other. I'm quite sure what you want to do that for, but that's life. But yeah, they're really good. They are Bluetooth. They pair super easily. In fact, one would say they pair very quickly, because normally when I take them out and with my podgy little fingers, I hit them, and then next thing I know, my iTunes on my phone kicks off, and I've got some blaring music blaring in my ears. But yeah, super cool. And for $49.99, even if you just had them as a backup set, because let's face it, I'm sure I'm not the only person who's lost an earpod before, an earbud.
You're not. You're not.
Exactly. So even as like a little backup set, these are very good indeed. So that's my little top earbud tip. Is my favorite Earfun Air True wireless earbuds, and they got just under 10,000 4.5 5-star ratings. So they got to be good. Let's be honest. So go check them out.
Indeed. Right. Okay. Brilliant. I've got a earbud story in a minute. Before we go on to the next item, we can find this character in which movie? Edna Turnblatt. Hairspray, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, A Beautiful Mind. Thank you to Trivia for giving us permission to actually use these quizzes in our Amazon Live broadcast. If you know the answer, then Nick and I would ask you, please type it in the comments now, because we're going to take a flyer at this. Yeah, we are really taking a flyer at this. So I've got a moment to actually type in your answer. Who was Edna Turnblatt? Which movie was she in? Whilst you're doing that, for my birthday, Angelica bought me a brand new desk from Amazon. Okay, this is back in February. Now, in order to put the desk in, I had to take everything out, and I carefully packed things away. Okay, as you do, and I literally lost my Treblab X3 Pro earbuds. These. I lost, and I thought, where have you put them? Anyway, I'm just rearranging my office again, and they turned up this morning. Now you see a little red light on top, possibly, and the problem is that I found the earbuds, but I haven't found the charging cable. And if you're watching from Treblab at the moment, can the spares department, because Treblab were kind enough to send me the XR3 Pro, can the spares department send me a new charging cable? Because none of the USB-A to USB-C cables I've got actually work. They won't plug in the back. So I've got a technical problem. Okay, now, down in the carousel. Oh, wait a minute. We've got to answer that question, haven't we? Just a minute. I got carried away then.
We still need someone to answer the question for us.
We don't want to answer the question. We don't know the answer. Okay, my best guess would be Hairspray. If I know the reason that Edna sounds like a hairdresser.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to go with you for Hairspray, but I just thought Turnblad might be a Danish sounding name, the girl with the, but then Edna, no. And then I thought maybe it's a Harry Potter. But actually, I don't know. I've absolutely no idea whatsoever.
It's my turn to plump for the wrong answer. And the wrong answer we're going to plump for is Hairspray.
Oh, well played, Steve.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. And we go on to question 4.
Oh, blimey. This is interesting. Here's a character. Gosh, I'm struggling today. So this character is a character in which movie? William Bill the Butcher Cutting. Sounds like a great character. Is he Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, I'm guessing? Is he in Gangs of New York? Is he in the Incredible Hulk? Or is he in Sin City? So while we're pondering that one, I haven't got.
Okay. Right. Okay. I've got an educated guess, but that doesn't mean a thing, does it? Because it could be one of two. That's right. One of two.
It could be one of 4.
Okay. Right. Okay. back to this. Okay,
Yeah,
down in the carousel at the moment. Down in the carousel is this. This is Logitech C920X camera. This camera, and the X stands for extra. The software that's supplied with this camera for 3-month license is XSplit VCam, which I've been using since January 2019 as my background removal software. Now, I was asked a question the other day, why, when you're actually broadcasting Amazon, don't you use background removal software? Why have you just got the green screen? Well, the answer is simple and straightforward. If I had a green screen now and I had background removal software on, when I lifted up the camera, it would break the green screen. Yeah, it just wouldn't work. It would tear the fabric of the green screen and you wouldn't be able to see the camera. The software would be busy trying to mask the camera. So that's why I just have the green screen to hint that I'm a green screen person. Okay. Now, this camera is Logitech C920X. I've had this camera, incredibly, I've had this camera for 6 years. Now, the one that's down the carousel is the Logitech C920X with the 3 months of XSplit VCam. But it was developed in 2020, so it's the one in the carousel is a newer version of this one. Now, back before Facebook Live, which is 6 years ago, we were all on a system called Blab, and the idea was you've got 4 people on screen, you've got people in the chat, didn't go anywhere, and then Facebook Live arrived, and there were about 500 of us who said, "Okay, we're going to be on Facebook Live. What we're going to do? We need to up our game. We need an external camera." So we got this external camera and we all bought this one. We all plumped for this one, and this was the camera of choice, and it's been so for the last 6 years. I know a lot of people that bought the Logitech C920X and have not upgraded because they don't need to. This is 720 and 1080. It's got a 78-degree field of view. It's got a lens in the center, twin stereo microphones. It's got everything you need to broadcast on Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, or your website. Okay. As far as this is concerned, if you pull that little shelf down, you can then put this camera over the top of your monitor. Okay. That's where it can live. And mine would be on top of my monitor, and it would be very, very solid. You plug the other end into your PC or Mac. And because this camera is sold in the millions, your PC or Mac will actually recognize this straight away, and you can use it on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch without any problem at all. This is an ideal first camera because, I mean, the price is $59.99, which is 14% off. And you get the extra software for free, 3 months license of the best background removal software there is. However, if you don't want this on your monitor, what you can do is you can close it up like that, and on the bottom you'll notice that there's a thread, and with that thread, he said, I've lost it. Just a minute, don't go anywhere. With that thread, you can actually put this camera onto a tripod. Okay, shall we do this live? Because we can. So I'm lining it up, I'm going for it, and you can within seconds, okay, have your camera on a tripod, which means that you can put the camera anywhere on your desking, and you can have different angles. Yeah, it's very, very versatile. Now, to give you the major points, it is the Logitech C920X. The X stands for extra. The extra is XSplit VCam. It is 1080 and 30 frames per second. In English, 1080 is high definition. 720, 1080, 4K. This will do 720 and 1080, which is the resolution, the clarity of the picture. The higher the number, the more pixels, the clearer the picture. It's as simple as that. 30 frames per second. Most broadcasting today is at 30 frames per second. If you're using OBS or vMix or XSplit broadcast, you could go up to 60 or even 90. Okay, but not with this camera. But we don't need to, because most broadcasts are in 30. It's got clear stereo audio, twin omnidirectional microphones, which means they pick up all the sound around you. So you do need some form of noise cancellation, and it is HD light correction. If I switch my light off, as I will, Logitech Litra light down in the carousel, then you'll see a difference, and the camera will try to compensate. It'll try to correct for the low light. And I'm going to switch my light back on. Okay, because we know how important lighting is. So Logitech C920X with the extra, and I'll just confirm that. Logitech C920X includes 3 months license of XSplit VCam, the best, well, in my opinion, the best background removal software there is. And if you come back tomorrow, I'll show you a video. But today we're doing the highlights of our carousels. And I suppose the next thing I should do is to stop that going around and come off full screen. Hopefully.
Remarkable piece of kit that you can actually put it on a tripod. For many months until you explained that to me, I was busy balancing it on my tripod. Yeah, taking my camera's life in its own hands. Yeah.
Trusty tripod makes all the difference. Right. Okay. So the question was.
Yeah. So the question
is,
this character, William Bill the Butcher Cutting, is he from Pirates of the Caribbean, Gangs of New York, Sin City, or The Incredible Hulk? And if you know the answer, please do quickly type it in. I've never seen Gangs of New York, but for me, I got an inkling that it sounds like it might be a character in there. Bill the Butcher.
Well, Gangs of New York. Well, Gangs of New York was Kurt Russell, wasn't it? Possibly. Or possibly not. If I'm wrong, then please tell me in the comments on Amazon. It wasn't, was it? No.
No, you think no, that was Escape from New York.
See, your memory plays tricks on you.
No, this was Leo and Leo DiCaprio and
yeah, I remember it now. Yeah,
as well, and some lady. Some lady.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember it being quite a long film with lots of Irish accents.
That's it. Daniel Day-Lewis. That's a fella.
Right.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. And because it was so long, I never actually watched it. So.
Right. Okay. Now, are we going to go for Pirates of the Caribbean, Gangs of New York, Incredible Hulk, or Sin City? Nick?
I think it's Gangs of New York on the process of elimination.
Okay. My having got Edna right, yeah. My intuitive guess this time was Pirates of the Caribbean, because Bill the Butcher sounds like a pirate name, but I'm probably wrong. So let's go with Gangs of New York. I was probably wrong. Well played, Nick.
Yeah, for a minute there, I suddenly thought,
No, right. Well, question 5 then of 10, and we're halfway through the quiz. If you are enjoying the quiz, then follow Nick or I. We're back every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we talk about the products in our carousel. We also do this movie quiz courtesy of Trivia Plaza. And you can do your own movie quiz or your own music quiz or your own general knowledge quiz if you go to triviaplaza.com, and if you ask the author, they will give you permission to show it in your broadcast. Good people. Right. Okay. So the next one. Character is Betty Ross, and the films are The Hulk, A Beautiful Mind, Miss Congeniality, or Chicago. Right. Whilst we're pondering that, and we do need your help, please. Whilst we're pondering that, it's your turn, Nick, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Shall I?
My turn. There we go. And you know, it wouldn't be. I couldn't live stream on Amazon without an iOS device, and of course, everyone knows my favorite iOS device is this one. It is the iPhone 12 Pro. I still think it's the best Apple phone that they've brought out, and for several reasons. Let's talk about the camera first of all. This is iPhone's first camera which didn't just have digital zoom, it also has optical zoom. So you've got a telephoto, you've got 2 times optical zoom, and there's a 4 times optical range. But what's even better than that, it's got a 10 times digital zoom. Sounds good so far. But even better than that, it's got this amazing AI bionic chip that actually crisps that 10 times image as well. So it gets some phenomenally good photos and videos. It is absolutely brilliant. Now, also, one of the other things that people don't know is that you can actually edit in RAW. You don't realize, because it's not a default setting. If you go into your camera settings, you can select that, and that then gives you full control over all the lighting, the color, everything you need to do some brilliant editing that you can do on your phone. That's one of the things I love about it. You can do pretty much everything on it without having to download and mess about. It shoots in little bursts and nice stuff like that. But that's for the photos. Now, the other bit is the video. So this allows us to do 4K ultra high definition, which is quite amazing, which is okay, not bad. You know, there are other phones that do that, but not many have this LiDAR. And this LiDAR is basically where it shoots and it measures the light between different objects. So there's one thing you can do, and I've never done it myself, but you can actually scan a room and actually get a 3D image of that room with, I think you actually do need an app to make it work properly, but that's how it works. Now, one of the best things about that for us, if we're taking photos and videos, is that it makes it really, really good for low light video shooting, because it is so accurate. And one of the things I always talk about is I went to my nephew's wedding in Coombe Abbey in Coventry. Beautiful hotel, but it was an abbey back in the day, so it must be a good, probably a good 500-600 years old, if not more. And so you can't actually knock the abbey down, and it's obviously abbeys weren't built for their light, so it was a very dark hotel. And I would say I got as good a photos with this phone as, and I won't name names, as the professional photographer on the wedding day. It is absolutely brilliant. Now, the other great thing about this, and this is for you gamers out there, is also this screen is a super high definition screen as well. So if you're watching high definition movies, then you want a screen that's going to be able to deal with it, and this phone has that screen as well. So that's another brilliant little feature. Now, the perfect thing about this, and I'm sure there's going to be another phone out very, very soon if it's not out already, is that every time Apple bring out a phone, the previous phones drop in price. So this one, for example, is down to, it's not showing a price in my carousel for some reason, but yesterday it was $750. So it's well worth it. That suddenly makes this phone super, super good. And I say, I think it's as good as the iPhone 13. I don't think 13 did much at all. So yes, you can get this. Now, the other things we got, it's got super fast charging. You can charge it either with an Apple iMac, so it's can just charge without a cable, magnetic charging, but also you can get a Fire cable and charger, and this will charge from basically 3 or 4% up to fully charged 100% in about an hour, literally just over an hour, I think, or bang on an hour. And that's brilliant, because if you're using it, I mean, you can use it for a phone. You can make and receive calls. You can surf the internet. You can scroll your social media, see your emails, and yeah, your battery will last forever and a day. Well, certainly a week or so. But if you're using it as I do for shooting video, taking photos all the time, you know, pretty much running my life, then the battery does drain down, and I'll drain the battery in a day quite happily. But I never have to worry, not like all those poor people. They get down to 75% and they're worried their phone's going to run out. Not for me. I don't care. I take it down to 3% because I can charge it in less than an hour. Absolutely fantastic phone. And I've got some lovely pictures which I won't show you today because we're live streaming in 720, so you won't see the 4K video that I did of cows mooing at my sister-in-law's back garden the other day. Yeah, we went to see a fellow family, and they've got a field of cows right behind their house, and they've got some lovely farms. So I was able to take some beautiful English landscapes. I'm not sure where it is. It's in Wickham and Lane End, Stephen. So I'm not sure if that's Chilterns, but it's very beautiful wherever it was. and some very lovely cows, which took some lovely photos.
Right. When you said cows, then I was thinking of cows the Isle of Wight, but
Well, yeah.
right. Okay. You can't beat Apple Kit. This is my iPad. I've been converted. This is down the carousel, and absolutely brilliant equipment. Okay, back to the question then.
Oh.
And the question was, which movie was Betty Ross in? The Hulk, A Beautiful Mind, Miss Congeniality, or Chicago?
Oh,
Now,
I have no idea.
we need your help. Please type something in the comments on Amazon, Facebook. We'll accept Facebook comments, YouTube comments. We just need a bit of help so that we can actually get this question right. Because we're not going to get 10 out of 10 this time.
No.
That's not going to happen.
No,
but
we don't want to drop any, do we? Betty Ross. Oh, see, I want to say Chicago, but I've seen it a few times and I don't recall a Betty Ross being in it. So, although I might have been distracted by legs and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I'm something to me says miscongeniality, but I've no other idea than that. I mean, intuition is miscongeniality. What we're doing, in case you're wondering what Nick and I are up to, this is our quiz. We're on question 5 of 10, and the character is Betty Ross. Which film was she in? The Hulk, A Beautiful Mind, Miss Congeniality, or Chicago? And we're going to say we don't know.
Yeah, no idea, and no one's typing in.
No.
I would go with your intuition, Stephen. You've been proved right before today. No pressure.
Okay, thank you, Nick. Let's go with Miss Congeniality then, for no other reason than it stars. No, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would never have come up with the Hulk. Never in a million years would I have said the Hulk. I guess from your reaction, Nick, you wouldn't have said the Hulk either.
No, that'd have been fourth choice. Totally. Oh.
Okay. Question 6, Nick.
Okay, so we can find this character in which movie? June Carter. Is June Carter in Pride and Prejudice? Is she Walk the Line? Is she Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? Or is she in Legally Blonde? And like the other questions, I really haven't got a clue. So we really do need your help if you're watching. Do type it in to the comments. June Carter. I've no idea, Stephen.
Please do. Please do help us. Just to know, if you get the answer wrong, then all the comments disappear at the end of the broadcast. Yeah. So bear in mind. Now, the next item I can't actually show you. It's down in the carousel. It's the Logitech Mevo Start. And it's in the carousel at $392.98. It's got 1,654 4.5-star reviews. Now, somebody asked me a question last week. Basically, can I use a Logitech C920X Brio as a security camera? And I came up straight away with the one problem is that those cameras use cable and they are reliant on a USB cable. Now, you can, of course, buy an extension cable, which is also down the carousel, but this only extends for 6 feet, 2 meters. So there is no way that you could, he wanted to put it at the front of his premises. So there's no answer other than to go for a Wi-Fi camera. Now, the Mevo Start, which is by Logitech, of course, everything we talk about is by Logitech, is such a Wi-Fi and LTE camera, so that you can use the Mevo indoors and outdoors, either on Wi-Fi or on 4 or 5G, and it will simply work. Now, the thing is that the Mevo has software you can download, which gives you a broadcast studio. In other words, this is broadcasting without a computer. You don't need a computer. You don't need a PC or Mac to use a Mevo. Mevo's got all in one, and you can broadcast to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. It's even got RTMP, which means you could broadcast out to one stream, as we are doing today, and then out to another 40 destinations. And you can do it indoors and outdoors. The other thing is that recently, Logitech and Mevo released software, which means you can actually use it as a webcam. which means that you could have an outdoor cam in your live broadcast, Nick. Now, this Mevo Start is actually on my wish list. It will be purchased at the end of May. I'll spend 3 or 4 days looking at it, and then I'll show you it live on the show that Nick and I do every Monday at 11 a.m. So it's got everything you want of a camera. It's basically, I'm looking forward to actually having a Mevo Start and be able to have a look at it and find out how it works, bring it into the studio next time Nick and I are on, and to use it in my broadcast on Amazon Live at 11 o'clock every day. It is the future. The future is Mevo with a built-in studio, so you're on your mobile phone and you can switch between camera shots, which brings me to the next point. You can have up to 3 Mevos talking to each other. And there's a demonstration which I watched of a cookery show, which Nick does quite frequently on Amazon Live. And this cooking show, they had set up 3 Mevo cameras, which were synced. And using the mobile app, you could switch from one camera to another. Yeah, which is just incredible features on it. Now, I know that the price is more than we'd normally pay for a camera, but for what it can do, I'm just looking forward to it. So that's the Logitech Mevo Start. Watch out for it. I'm going to trail it again in next Monday's show, and then the Monday after that, we should actually have the camera, which will be good because I'll be able to show it you then. But thank you for listening about the Mevo Start camera, and we'll come back to the 3 of us. That's Nick, me, and the quiz.
Wow, that does look good.
Yeah, it's worth a look. It does have everything in the one box.
Wow.
Back to the questions.
I'm going to check that out because I've got one I was going to talk about that's on my wish list. Anyway, yes, this character is in which movie? June Carter. There's a name to conjure with. Was she in Pride and Prejudice, Walk the Line, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Legally Blonde?
And right, I'm going to put, send it.
I got a feeling it might be Walk the Line, actually. Something.
Right. Well, I was going to say that. Yeah, I've actually read Pride. Yeah, I've read Pride and Prejudice, and she certainly wasn't in there. So we're going to go with Walk the Line then.
Yeah, I think so. I think she was. What's her name's character?
Okay.
The same lady that's in Legally Blonde. Okay. So.
Well done, Nick. Okay. What a team. Okay, question 7. We can find this character or characters in which movie? The character is Sirius Black, and the movie choices are Sin City, The Da Vinci Code, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and The Incredible Hulk. Okay, and whilst we're thinking about that, I did we're on Ask Angelica. I just mixed the names up there. We're on Ask Angelica last week, and there's a tongue twister at the end of the show. I had to read a 40-word German tongue twister. So I'm just recovering from that. Nick, it's over to you.
I know. Well, actually, a little bit like Stephen's last one. Now, this is the thing. Now, I don't want you all sending me very expensive gifts, but it is my birthday in 2 weeks' time. So, obviously, I've got a little bit of a birthday wish list. And in the carousel, I've actually got the most up-to-date GoPro Hero. It's the Hero 10. This is the Hero 4, which I got a few birthdays ago. And I love this camera. It's great. It shoots in 4K, takes stills amazingly. We can do all sorts with it. And this one's been with me all over the world. We've been to Australia. We've been to the south of France. We've been to Barbados. And it was with this lovely little camera that I got some brilliant footage of these lovely turtles, swimming with the turtles, which is really cool. And the other story I'd like to tell is that we were swimming along with the turtles. And because I had this on a stick, the little guide that was with us said, he said, "Is that a GoPro?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Give it to me." And I'm thinking, you can't swim too far away. I should be okay. And what he did, and he dived, he said, "You'll love this." He dived down into this wreck. I wouldn't have been able to hold my breath long enough to do it. And he dived down into this wreck, swam through it, and came up the other side. And he said, "You're going to love the footage when you get that back." So of course I got back on the boat and I'm trying to watch it, and it was really bright. So when we got back to the hotel, I played it. It was absolutely amazing. I managed to get beautiful video that I would never have been able to get of this amazing wreck and all the fish that were in there. So top man. But anyway, so so I love the GoPro Hero. Now, this is why I was interested, Stephen, on what you were talking about, because this is the reason. One of the reasons I wanted to look at the GoPro Hero 10 is that it does all the things. So it's got 5.3K resolution, 60 frames per second, all that. But the thing that piqued my interest was that it's got 1080p live streaming, webcam and stabilization in it. And so I was thinking, oh, I like that idea, live streaming from my GoPro. So I was looking at that. But interestingly, now you've shown me the other one, and this one, again, we're looking at it's chunky money for what is effective a toy. But hey, we're blokes. We like our toys. So so if we can if we can wangle one, why not? That's what I say. So and I like this one so much. I think the 10 just does look really good. It's in the carousel, so do go check it out. And of course, the other reason is like, well, I've got all the spare kit that comes with it. So I've got this case, I've got another case, I've got another thing that I can plug it onto my chest, a bit like Iron Man. I know, makes me feel like Iron Man, crazy. But then also I can attach it to my my helmet on the bike as well. You can even put it on the dash of your car and have it as a dash cam. So I'll probably do all that with this. I'll probably make this a dash cam or something. That's if I'm lucky enough to get the GoPro Hero 10. It does look good, but like I say, I'm also going to check out the other one, because I can't have two toys. Wow.
No, you've got to make a choice.
Oh, I'm sure I can, but I better not. What sort of example does that set? So so that's the Hero 4 in the carousel. It's the Hero 10. Do go check it out. It's they are great cameras, and they're great fun to use. If you like your cameras, it's always worth having one. You can take it skiing, scuba diving, snorkeling. What's not to love?
Indeed. Right, over to question 7 then. And question 7 is, in which film was Sirius Black a character? Was it Sin City, Da Vinci Code, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, or The Incredible Hulk?
Well,
do we have an inkling?
I actually know this one. Remarkable.
Oh, good. Brilliant.
Even though I'm not a Harry Potter fan, never read the books, I think I only ever saw one film, but I do know that he is in Harry Potter, Sirius Black.
Very good.
Why I know?
Okay.
But I do.
Right. Okay, Nick, it's over to you with a question.
Okay, so question 8. Here we go then. So we can find this character in which movie? Dr. Robert Langdon. Is he in Spider-Man, A Beautiful Mind, Gangs of New York, or The Da Vinci Code? That's Dr. Robert Langdon. Stephen, what do you got for us?
Okay, this time we're going away from desktop. I'm a desktop guy. I've been broadcasting on desktop for years, literally. But I also enjoy mobile video and going out and about with my gimbal. And my gimbal is the home gimbal, but there is something that gets forgotten when you're actually doing mobile video, and that's the sound. If you're doing it for your own purposes, then you can just mobile video, you can just do it on your phone, no problem at all. But, well, not when I say no problem, it does work. And if you're doing it for personal use, that's as far as you need to go. But if you're recording mobile video and you want to put the video on YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch afterwards, then what you do need is this. And hopefully, I'm reorganizing my office at the moment, but I actually have found it, and it's this. Okay, you need a lapel microphone. Now, the lapel microphone basically gives a top quality sound. As it says on the back of here, this is the carrying pouch, the power device, and it says words can change lives, record them perfectly. And this little gadget does. This is a lapel microphone. And I'm going to release it from its box. I normally carry it around in my rucksack, my Under Armour rucksack. And this is it. This is the lapel microphone. And this is quite possibly the simplest microphone there is, because there's the microphone. It's got a crocodile clip, and you take the crocodile clip, and you, hopefully, this will work. You just attach it to your clothing. That's the first thing you do. And then you can stand up and say, there's my microphone. Okay. Then, this is all high-tech stuff. You take the audio lead and you plug it into your phone. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's an iPhone, a wonderful iPhone 12, like the one down in Nick's carousel, or a Samsung, like down in my carousel. As soon as you actually plug the microphone in, the internal microphone on the phone is cut out and replaced by the one that you're wearing. And the quality of sound is far superior to what you get from a phone. Now, you can set a phone microphone to single direction, but if you're looking for high quality sound, then a lapel microphone. Now, a little story about that. In addition to doing this live broadcasting, I actually teach on Udemy. I've got 16,000 students on Udemy. And when I first started, which was about 4 or 5 years ago, I had to record the videos. Now, if you're going to Udemy and you're buying a course for $50 or $20, then you want high quality video and high quality sound. Now, the high quality video is easy to do because you get Logitech C920X or you get Logitech Brio, both down in the carousel. Sound, however, they said you've got two choices. And we're going back 4 or 5 years now, but they said you've got two choices. One, you can soundproof your office. You can put eggshell cartons all the way around, soundproof your office so that you don't get any sibilation, you don't get any echo, you just get pure sound. Or you can spend $39.39 on a lapel microphone. And I recorded all my Udemy courses using a lapel microphone. And the sound quality was acceptable to Udemy. Now, they're sticklers for sound quality and video quality. And they passed all my courses and said, okay, the sound is fine. So if it's good enough for Udemy, it's good enough for me. Now, final thing, you're not just buying this for a mobile phone or for creating Udemy courses. You can, if you don't have an external microphone, you can plug this in to your PC or Mac and use it as your first ever external microphone for $39.39 because it's it's 34% off today. Discounts vary, so it's 34% off today. It's $39.39, and it's got 3 purposes, and it's just value for money, yeah. And it works. And if you join me tomorrow at 11 o'clock, you'll see a couple of videos made with it as well. So that's the microphone, the lapel microphone. Okay, I'm back to, if I take that off, okay, and go back and put the, just a minute. Nick, what have you got?
Yeah, this is it. I got the same thing. It's this is the Rode lapel microphones. And funny enough, I've got them out because I was using them only yesterday to record a shoppable video. So I was with my new kit where I've got my old iPhone 6S Plus as my secondary camera. Yeah, I had that on down, and I thought, oh, I'll just plug these in to the phone, and yeah, the audio quality was absolutely fantastic. So always well worth having a little set of lapel mics. And as you did, Stephen, when I first had them, I just laid them on the desk, plugged them in the back of the Mac, and used them just sitting on the desk.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, they work on desktop and on mobile, and is a cost-effective, shall we say, solution to having good quality sound, because you're actually absorbing most of the sound, aren't you? Because it's on your body. You're acting as a sound absorber. So that's how they work so well. Okay, so the question was, let's bring the question up on the screen.
So this character was in which movie? Dr. Robert Langdon. Was he in Spider-Man? Was he in A Beautiful Mind? Was he in Gangs of New York? Or was he in the Da Vinci Code?
Okay, now there's a lilt in your voice at the end there, which tells me that you know the answer too. I mean, this is one of the cases where you can read the book and you envision it, and then Tom comes along and in the movie, and you think, yeah, okay. And then Tom takes over, and when you read the next Dan Brown book, you envision him actually doing it. Yeah. So this was the film.
Pretty frustrating.
So I think we're both going to go for the Da Vinci Code, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. That was the first Dan Brown book I read, and then I think I pretty much read everything that he'd written after that. So I was doing a lot of flying. I wasn't flying. I was obviously the passenger. But, so I was reading a lot of books. I was like, oh, great! I really like that one. So I then read all the other ones. So.
Yeah, brilliant writer. Brilliant writer. Okay, this character was in which movie? Lisbeth Salander, was she in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Incredible Hulk, Sin City, or Da Vinci Code? Those are the 4 choices. If you know the answer and you're watching on Nick's Amazon page, type the answer in there. If you know the answer and you're watching on my Amazon page, type the answer on my page. We'll read them out, and we do need some help, although we are improving slowly but surely. Right. So, Nick, what's next?
Now, I always talk about the Yeti, but I'm not going to talk about the Yeti today. It's in the carousel. Right, okay. Everyone knows how much I love my Blue Yeti. And we were talking about lighting. So I've got my newer lighting kit. And I thought, should I talk about that? Because I've actually got one of the big box lights sat beside me. So it just might actually make a bit more light. Bing! So see a bit more light on and on. So that's there, but then that means standing up and moving around, and that will knock my other camera off, so which I need for later. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go for a safe option, and this is one of the most understated little items on my carousel, but one which is amazing for gamers, for video creators. It's my Seagate 4 terabyte mobile hard drive, portable hard drive. So important. It just makes life super, super easy. Now, when you start creating video, you're going to find out pretty quickly that you're going to be making some pretty chunky files. That's going to start eating up. If you put them on your hard drive, it's going to start eating your hard drive quite quickly, particularly when I started. It was, the 720 and a few 1080s. But then, of course, the 4K came out, and suddenly these files just got super, super large. We're talking lots and lots of gigabytes in one go. So I used this. Now, I bought this hard drive as part of my Time Machine backup. So for the Mac, they call it Time Machine. So you can just plug it in, and it'll just back up several times a day, or as many times as you want, really. It was like taking a sledgehammer to crack a nut. I did not need anywhere near that much space. So when I realized I needed some space for some chunky files, I dropped down the Time Machine and then just reformatted this one, and it is now fantastic. And look, you can put your files in the cloud. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just think for peace of mind, it's like a belt and braces. I always like to have the physical files knocking around somewhere near me. And also, particularly if I'm out and I want to use, I'm not always sitting at the Mac, I might actually want to use the MacBook instead. And so instead of having to download things from the cloud, I just plug this in. Fantastic. I can do all the editing that I want, resave it, all good. As I say, it's just this lovely little, looks very discreet little brushed metal box with a 4 terabyte hard drive inside. Super simple to use. Literally just plug it in. It's got a USB. You format it first time it comes in. Take this, super, super simple. And then you've got this amazing little hard drive, which is so cool. What's not in the carousel is a little carry case, because I do need to find a carry case, because I've lost mine. But then I don't really take this out and about as much as I used to. But it's always worth having. I say, I would not recommend you dropping these, because it is a hard drive. But I'll be truthful, I've dropped it a few times and I've got away with it. But it's great. And, it does what it says on the tin. And I always say, I've never heard anyone with a bad word to say against the Seagate products. So if you've got video files, gaming. If you're saving your gamers, you need lots of terabytes as well. So yeah, over that in the carousel. This one's for 4 terabytes. You can have as many terabytes hard drive as you like. But yeah, but your starting point is to go check out the 4 terabyte one and go from there. see what you fancy.
Brilliant.
Lovely piece. Something I use every day.
Yeah. We all need backup storage. Okay, so question 9. Lisbeth Salander is in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Incredible Hulk, Sin City, or Da Vinci Code? Now, Da Vinci Code was the answer to the last question.
It was. And wasn't Daisy Duke in The Incredible Hulk or whatever that lady was called?
Yeah.
And I'm sure we had someone in Sin City earlier as well. And actually, I knew this one anyway. Lisbeth Salander. I think she's the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Okay, correct. Well played, Nick.
Hurrah.
Okay, so that brings us on to question 10, Nick.
Okay, so last of the questions. So the character in which movie? Rusty Ryan. Rusty Ryan? Sounds like a porn movie. Was he in The Incredible Hulk, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, X-Men, or Ocean's 11? Rusty Ryan.
Okay, yeah, you actually said that, Nick. I know you thought it, but you said it. Right, okay. I'm going to bring a camera on screen. Okay, this is down the carousel at the moment. It's the Oswald Tiny camera. It's the most fun I've had with a camera because it's actually showing my desktop, and we just do a reprise of the lapel microphone, the Echo Dot, which is down the carousel, the 4-way USB port, TP-Link, which I'm using as my Wi-Fi network. I'm using it today. We've got 2 plants. We're going to watch this one flower, and also we've got the Aftershocks headphones. But what we're actually talking about here is this camera, and this camera is the Oswald Tiny. Now, the first thing to notice is that it has 3 presets. It's 90 degrees in field of view, but I can click a button and come directly to me. Okay, now you can have 3 different preset locations. So we've got the desktop, we've got me, and we've got a new preset location, which hopefully there actually shows the fact that I have. I'm just going to try and get out a screenshot here. Just a minute. Okay, I'm not doing very well at this. Okay, that's the top of my head. Okay, I'm setting up a second PC. And the second PC is actually there on top of the new drawer set, which will be in my carousel next week. And this is a Samsung all-in-one. It's no longer available, but it's available for me to use. But that's the 3rd shot. So come back to me for a moment. So you've got 3 shots that you can, 3 preset shots you can switch between, just like we said you could with the Mevo. But in addition to that, what we're talking about is the Oswald Tiny PTZ camera. Pan, tilt, and zoom. Okay. Now, the first thing the Oswald does is make sure that you actually have enough headroom at the top. Okay, that's crucial. It's got AI-powered framing adjuster. So if you go like that, it will start to track you. If you go like that, it will stop tracking you. If you go like that, it will zoom in. If you go like that, it will zoom out. So 2 hand gestures actually control the camera whilst you're moving around. It's a full 1080p, although if you click the link in the carousel, you'll discover there's a new Oswald Tiny camera, which is the Oswald 4K. And the 4K is an improvement, obviously, on this. And I will get it later in this year, but it's 4K, so that's ultra high definition, and it's also 4 times zoom. So, but we're talking about the Tiny at the moment, which is the camera that you're actually watching. It's got dual omnidirectional mics, just as the Logitech C920X had, and the Brio, and it's got a 90-degree wide angle. Although, as we've seen, it's not restricted because this can actually do, because it's on a gimbal, it can actually move from one area to another and give a 90-degree wide angle view of that area. So the other thing it can do, which I love demonstrating, it doesn't always go right. So this is a warning that what I'm about to do may go horribly wrong. And this is the time when our audience usually increases. Okay, because if I click this button here, okay, the HubSpot Tiny has got AI, is AI powered. And if I go like this, nothing happens. But if I click the button again, okay, then I start to move. Yeah, hopefully the camera will actually track me as I'm moving about the office.
Fantastic.
And this means, this is absolutely brilliant, because this means that I can actually do a presentation stood up. Now the camera's going to adjust so I've still got headroom, and I can take any item, literally any item. Let's talk about the earbuds that I just found. These are the X3 Pro earbuds from TrebLab. Thank you to TrebLab for actually sending me. This is the charging case for the TrebLab earbuds, and at the moment they are on red, so I can't actually listen to anything at the moment. I need to find a charging cable. I found the earbuds, but I haven't found a cable. But I can say that when they're fully charged, they are providers of excellent audio experiences. Okay, so that's being able to stand up using the HubSpot camera. And there is, well, there's a fast tracking mode which will track you if you're running. Okay, and if you're in a lecture hall and the professor is giving a lecture, you can turn the camera upside down and it will track them as they move about the platform. Yeah? And it's tracking me as I move. As I walk, it's actually tracking every single step that I take, and it's refocusing and readjusting. So this is the most fun I've had with a camera. This is the HubSpot Tiny. It's 1080p, and I'm just going to give you a few more facts as I come back to me. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go over to the desktop. That gives me a chance to actually retake my seat, as you can see. This is all live, and okay, I'm back now, so I can actually take it back to me. Okay. So if you want a very powerful camera, and it's not restricted to being a desktop, it's got 3 fields of view preset. It can track you as you move about. It could, with its fast tracking, track a 100-yard race from beginning to end. No problems at all. So we're showing you a lot of cameras today. For a PTZ camera, $199.99 is a very good price. So I can but recommend it. I've had enormous fun actually using it. And I'm going to go back to the quiz and over to Nick.
I'll just calm down and I'll totally forgotten about the question. Okay, this character, Rusty Ryan, is in which movie? Is he in The Incredible Hulk, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, X-Men, or Ocean's 11? And actually, while I was giggling away earlier, I realised who it is. so I do know the answer. It's Brad Pitt.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
oh, that's good.
It's Brad Pitt's character in Ocean's 11. Thank you.
Ocean's 11. Okay. Okay. And there is, well, considering that well, it's pretty darn good because we had a shaky start.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a bit, yeah, we beat the average.
Yeah, we came back with a vengeance.
So you have been watching the quiz from triviaplaza.com. If you want to use a quiz in your own broadcasts, then just approach Trivia Plaza by email and they will give you permission to actually use their quiz software, which is not just restricted to movies. You can have music, you can have general knowledge, you can have any sort of quiz. I mean, in the UK, we have pub quizzes, which are quizzes when you're in the pub. And basically, Trivia Plaza would be ideal for that sort of scenario.
Yeah. That's good. Use it for a family quiz as well. Fantastic.
Now, yeah, I'm going to hide the quiz. I'm going to stop sharing, come back to Nick and me, and we have some very exciting news about next week, because next week is a live video production week where Nick and I and our friends are going to be live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, talking about broadcasting systems. Now, Nick, you're on Monday talking about
Be Live, our favourite. Well, certainly our favourite, I think. It's
let's put the logo on.
Yeah, back the logo on. This is the one that allows me to put a second camera on my screen. We can have multiple screen shares. It is fantastic. It's got the amazing shopping feature, which if you watch my show, you know I like to drop in. You know, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn, I can actually do LinkedIn now. I just came to it. So on Facebook or YouTube, I can just drop in the sales feature, which drops I talk about the Amazon products or products on Amazon, and I can just drop that link in to the comments as well. So even if viewers aren't on Amazon, but why wouldn't they be? We get a few, but I'll catch them anyway with my affiliate link.
It's our favourite marketing system. I mean, be able to broadcast from the live. I mean, we've got the two of us and Grant Saunders, 3 Englishmen using Be Live, and then we've got Dr. Healey Ephraim from the States. And exciting things are going to be happening. We know, we can't say too much now, but that's Monday and Be Live. Tuesday is one that's new to me, Nick, which is EV Mux.
Yes, I've not heard of that one.
No, I'm hoping that I'm just waiting word back from Marco that he's happy with the sharing. Wednesday is a system called StreamYard, and we've got Linda Sunshine West and Joe Shepherd actually doing that. Thursday is, of course, Restream. Restream, we've been tracking, Mark and I have been tracking it for 2 years. We did a regular broadcast on Wednesday, and it's a very good system. And then finally for the week is Wave. Now, Wave has only been going months rather than the 6 years that Be Live's been going. But of course, Wave have come from a background of having the Wave video editor. Yeah. And the Wave video editor has 1.2 million users, and all those users are now going to be able to take advantage of the live video studio on Wave. And I was fortunate to actually join the beta testing for that, and it is a solid system. The beauty of it is that behind the live video system, which goes to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, as all 5 do, behind that is an editor which has spent the last 5 years working on, and you can do anything with the recorded video you create when you go live. So we could take this broadcast today and we could take a snippet, a little bit of it, and we could add a soundtrack, we can add text, you can do anything you like, really, with a proven video editor. So, but the thing is that in order to know how good your system is, you need to know what the systems are like. So during the course of the week, we'll be looking at all 5 different systems. And let's see, Be Live is owned by Be Live. Mm-hmm. EV Mux, I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know much about it. So we're watching Marco's show. StreamYard is owned by Hopin. Restream is Restream with millions of users, and Wave has got 1.2 million users as well. So it's the battle of the live video systems, browser-based, that we'll be looking at next week, Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. I need to have a word with Buggetti about the graphics. That's reminded me. So Nick and I will be live twice next Monday.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Right, okay. Do you have any extra items you want to talk about, Nick? Do you have a spare one?
No, I kind of covered them as I was going through.
Right. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Alexa, will it rain today?
It probably
It might rain tonight. There's a
There's only a
51%
30%
7
chance
p.m.
at 1 a.m.
Just a minute. I did need to find something.
Healey, really? You just set Alexa off on my desk.
I love Alexa. I mean, we use it basically alarm call in the morning. I use it when I'm cooking, Nick. I've got to be honest here. If I'm cooking a roast chicken dinner with all the trimmings, then I use Alexa to do the timers. Yeah.
Oh, you see, I'm a shocker. I just use Alexa to play music and tell me what the weather's going to be.
Well, we use it for playing Amazon Music, of course, and Amazon Music is just loaded on my system. It's the beauty of Alexa. You see, she listens to you and does things. But in addition to that, we use if you family and young children and they're doing their homework, they come up with the question, when was the Battle of Hastings? Off the top of your head, you say 1066. But if you want more background, then you can just say to Alexa, Alexa, tell me about 1066. And she'll say something.
Here's something I found on the web. According to townpaperhouse.com, the year 1066 is arguably one of the most important years in history. It is the year of the Battle of Hastings.
Alexa, stop. We've got too many Alexas working at the same time. Okay. Right. But Alexa, and she's echo.downley carousel 1499. And yeah, I mean, we've got four. We've got four Alexas. Yeah.
Oh, 4? Good grief.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you've got Amazon Music, then you can say to Alexa, play. Just hang on. Alexa, play Led Zeppelin.
On Amazon Music.
Now, the beauty of this is you can't hear that, can you?
No.
Good. Right. Okay. But Alexa, stop. Okay. Alexa was then playing Led Zeppelin.
Is that because you've got crisp on your microphone?
Correct. Because I've got crisp on my microphone, the microphone can hear the voices, but it can't hear the music, or it ignores the music.
Oh.
So you can actually demonstrate Alexa on a live broadcast, ask her to play music, and you've got crisp on, it just won't play.
Good thinking. Good thinking. I was doing that.
For everybody watching, crisp.ai, I'll just put it up on the screen. I know it was just a little tidbit because it's a thank you for watching us, really. I'm just going to add it here. And it is crisp. Just a minute, I need to spell this correctly, Nick.
Yeah, crisp with a K.
Yeah. Okay, and then show it on screen. Okay, so crisp.ai is what I'm using for noise cancellation. Okay, if I wasn't using noise cancellation, you'd hear the noises all around me. And what you want to do is just to have your own voice heard. Crisp.ai gives you so many minutes per month for free. So there's no reason not to use it. Okay, if you want to use it more, then you pay. But you can get so many minutes for free, and it's worth having, because it cuts out all the background noise, and that's important. I mean, we've got builders on the roof and nobody could hear it, and I just played you Led Zeppelin and nobody could hear that. Yeah, I mean, that's the proof. I mean, if I say Led Zeppelin, sorry, Alexa, play the Beatles.
Shuffling songs by the Beatles on Amazon Music.
Here's some music by the Beatles.
I need somebody help.
All right, okay, let's stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Right, we took a wrong turn. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, well, Nick, it's over to you.
Cool. Oh, guys, listen, thank you as always for watching us on a Monday. We are, of course, we know we're here pretty much every day. Stephen certainly is here every day, but for us to live stream together, we're back here on Monday, and as we said, we're here twice on Monday. So we got the live video production show at 10 a.m. Eastern, followed by our normal show, the 11 a.m. Eastern Amazon live stream as well. So until next week, whatever you're doing with the movie quiz, don't forget the movie quiz. Have an amazing week, and we will see you. We know we'll see you. Don't you worry. Stephen, any final words of wisdom?
Basically, just enjoy the week. Take care, and Nick and I will see you again next Monday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the follow, and we'll see you next week, same time. Bye for now.